Hello everybody, welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT livestream, where today we are playing Deceiving Guidance, a tale by Hercules and Hydra. This is a fairly notable release that's appropriate for the season. It's a kind of spooky dungeon crawler about an elf who knows too much. You're not going to be happy for why I wanted you to see it. I wanted you to see it for two reasons, one of which you won't be happy for, but in a fun way. The other, because this is actually a pretty impressive game, especially for the time. This one's got some pretty solid presentation values for 2001. The graphics will be a little bit muddy, as this is an interactive fantasies game by Herc and Hydra. But overall, it's very atmospheric, and as far as ZZT dungeon crawlers go, it's trying to do quite a lot with its story in comparison to most of them, and I think it succeeds overall. It's also enhanced a bit by some music from some various ZZTers of the era, including Will, who I don't know if he's here. I haven't looked at the chat yet, but he might be. Hi, Will. And actually, I believe he did this title screen music as well, which let's give it a quick listen. It's spooky. And looping. Oh, sorry, I'm like congested since I just had to quickly devour my lunch. It's even got its own company intro. We're in for a treat here. There's a whole lot of information, and the fact that this has like so much music already is already pretty surprising. But this was, you know, the peak ZZT company. You were in here? Oh, I just realized that has a whole bunch of people's names on the side, so let's not linger on that. But this was the company to try and get in back in the day, and in 2000, 2001, they were kind of at like the top of their game here. And they released quite a lot over the years. They do a good job promoting all this. Well, this actually might end up being a two-parter anyway. There's quite a lot attributed to interactive fantasies. It's kind of massive. And find them on tripod. So what we got here? We got score for experience. That was about it. Oop. Well, who needs the credits anyway? Waiting for this music to stop so we can hear what probably ends up coming next. Let's get right into it. The sun arose a few hours ago. You are Rash'tan Yathraki, an adult wood elf who used to be a wizard's apprentice several years ago. Ever since your apprenticehood, you've been studying drow, dark elf history. The drow have always interested you. Their hidden Underdark realms, their mysterious and cruel rituals, their goddess Loth. A lot. Even though you have studied drow history for years now, their greatest mysteries will probably never be unveiled. During your studies, you notice a strange and mysterious figure being mentioned in several books quite a few times. The strange thing is that this figure's true identity has not been revealed in any book about drow or drow history. However, the figure seems to play, or have played, an important role in drow society. This strange subject has been your main point of interest for the last few months, and still you do not have a single clue on who this dark figure is. Today, you've decided to go to the library in your village, Abasquatty, again. Time to browse through some ancient documents. Alea, the old librarian, is sitting behind the library's counter, reading some cheap novel. Good day, Rash'tan. You're right on time. Just came here half an hour ago. The naming is very good. Hey, Elia. Good to see I'm not too early or too late. Well, I'm going to check out some books. I'll see you later. If you need me, I'm upstairs. Okay, Rash. Boy, but when you shorten his name, he just turns into a Battletoad. It's time to take a few books from the shelves and browse through them upstairs at the desk. Exciting library action. There we go, we're upstairs. Sit down at the desk and put the books down. One entitled Drow Deities, and the other one Dark Rituals. You'll probably be leaving in 2 hours to eat lunch with Rash'tan, one of your friends. You open the book to Drow Deities and start to read the index. After studying in the library for a few hours, he left and went to the Golden Griffin to eat lunch with Rash'tan, a friend of yours. You're both sitting at the bar, eating baked bread and garlic sauce, and carefully sipping from a glass of wine. What a lunch! Meanwhile, you're both having a little conversation with Elijah, the barkeeper. Really, gotta love this garlic sauce. I love this fantasy garlic sauce. Hey, thanks, man. Any news from you guys since 2 days ago? Well, not much, actually. Been working and hunting, mainly. Still digging up things from ancient books. You guys ought to go fishing with me again. Heard somebody say he saw a few catfish in Lake Drakah. Man, I thought those animals were gone. Well, I'm game. Yeah, sure. Haven't been out fishing for quite a while. There's a long intro. I'll hold you to that. Suddenly, the door of the tavern opens. Falah, the hunter, enters, seemingly struck by something. Damn, man. Guess what just happened? Begins. Come over here, Falah. Take a seat and tell us. I was hoping we were going to see the bar stool move out of the way. On a closer look, Falah looks kind of pale. His breathing seems to be out of control. What's wrong? Here, take this drink. Well, Flaglass, Hercules, and I were out in the woods on the hunt, more great names, when we saw this body lying on the ground in the distance. Cautiously, we approached, and we noticed it was a dark elf. A drow during daylight? Yes. We couldn't find any death marks on him, though. It's odd indeed. No death marks. Maybe I could take a look at the body. Where is it, Falah? Still out there. Didn't want to touch the cursed body. He did have this amulet with him, though. Definitely not cursed. Here, take a look at it. Falah hands you a finely crafted amulet with strangely familiar runes carved into it. I have seen some of these runes before. Can I keep this with me for further examination? Sure. Keep the cursed thing. Man, these drow are coming too close for comfort. Thank you for the follow. I'm still not used to that. I was very confused why a transporter sound just played, and also didn't have time to disable it repeating itself many times over. Whoops. Anyway, we're gonna look at a dead body. And here it is. It's a dead body in the woods, as one does. It's like a very intricate looking forest, too. Here it is. No signs of a murder or anything. Looks a little pale. What with the living underground? That would be because of the sunlight. I'm sure. I've never read of drow dying of bright light. Just cannot be the cause of this death. Spooky. It doesn't seem very natural to me. Yes, this dark elf seems to have been a healthy young warrior. Whatever happened in here, it's certainly something unordinary. Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps the amulet you found earlier can help you. Yes, let's hope so. I'm going back to the village to examine the amulet, and then we'll see what I can do. I think they're just like cave elves who are jerks. Anyways, now we get our properly muddy gameplay. Welcome to Deceiving Guidance, a ZZT game by Hercules and Hydra. Walked back to the village of Abasquati together with Fala. Fala went on his own path a few minutes ago. Your little cottage is in the southern part of the village. That's where you want to go now, so you can examine the amulet the Dark Elf carried with him. Seems like this quiet day took a strange turn after all, you think. It's got like no contrast is the thing. It's kinda a bit rough on the eyes to some degree, but it looks neat. Ah yes, Jalvik. Enjoying the mild summer's breeze. Making fun of us for reading books. Oh, that's all. Got nothing else to say. A group of people here. Jottle, the village carpenter, having a conversation with Seklui and Sergiu. Apologize if my reading of these elven names is not great. It's also like a really big village for a ZZT game, because you can't really go in most of these places, but it takes up like 6 boards. And there's Darjif, the village elder. Nope, I'm sorry. This is Mu Ashura, one of Darjif's bodyguards. Tall elven warrior is gazing at the somewhat clouded sky. Oh, hello, Sir Thraki. You need to speak to our elder? Nope. How kind of you. May the spirits of the woodlands guide you. Well, the graphics follow the naming conventions. It's just kind of all there. One of these boards I know is like even worse than this. I think that's my house, actually. Let's check out the well. That's the well. That's Nadia. Ooh, Zherpa's wife. Work. All is work. Is that... I thought this was like a kid throwing a ball, but nobody on the other end. Ah, okay. It's Siljan, the master yo-yoist. What a great detail. That's the ancient statue of Belial Trini, the founder of Abasquati. The man disappeared 341 years ago. It's Ryosa, an old friend of yours when you were young. He's sitting under the tree near the statue. Hey, Rash, how are you? I'm relaxing a bit here, but I'm afraid I need to get back to work soon. Doing fine. Gotta study my artifact. All of this is just flavor. Like, we're not getting anything, really. Which I'm not complaining about, but it's just, you know, a lot of extra stuff that they took the time to include. It's fierce! The assistant of Rufsigu, the butcher. He seems to be standing outside for a breath, whistling some children's tune. Alright, I think we can actually go in here, though. Town Guard Tower. It's a very tiny tower. Darge. Good day to you. Now it's an interactive fantasy game. We got spears, we got big swords, long swords, shield, banner. Wordic, head of the guards. Top of the day to you. What's this guy got? Fine sickle. Definitely. He's guarding the stairway to the sleeping quarters. You notice the fine sickle attached to his belt. Why, everybody's always asking about the sickle. The nice sickle you have there. I lost mine. This is how elves flirt, I guess. Well, I don't use it that much, actually. I got it from a friend of mine. You can have it if you do me a small favor. Sure. Yeah, here's the deal. I'm really thirsty, but I'm not allowed to leave for a drink while I'm on guard. Would you go to the tavern and bring me something to drink? Okay. And he provides us a mug. Let's do the sickle quest now. Head right to the tavern. And then we'll look at the cool amulet. Where was the tavern? Probably this one. Thurvey, the cleric. Okay. Andrew. That's cheating. That's when your friend Andrew doesn't really want to play Dungeons and Dragons with you. Medwa. Oh, the village's guards. Apparently he's on break. Okay. Go to the bar and get some apple juice. And it's free. Free apple juice, because we're having such a tough day. It's the apple juice theme. We got the juice. Fresh apple juice. Game looks like it's around cider time, though. Alright. One juice for one sickle. Gulps it down immediately. That was nice. Here's your reward. Now we have a sickle. Ah, your own house. This is a place where you spend your time when you're not studying in the library or gathering ingredients for magic potions in the forest. You own a bookshelf chock full of books about magic, drow, and history. You're eager to check out your rune book and see what those runes on the amulet mean. Some herbs. The pure scent of herbs. Magic liquid. Potion. Mortar and pestle, which, very good character. It's your spoon. And an empty flask. Can we fill it with potion? Maybe not. Oh, I love this little spell book. A pedestal. Classic ZZT bookshelf. Preparing potions. Lake Chirka. Slime Woods. Magic lore. Nature's resources. Dragons. Drow runes. I love the little victory jingle. Book of Loth. Alright, now it's time to do some ZZT reading. Take your amulet and have another look at it. Open your rune book and start looking for the runes you see on the amulet. After half an hour, you've deciphered most of the runes. They mean entrance, Underdark, and Lake Chirka. You aren't able to decipher the rest. I think we got the gist of it. Now we're just gonna go to the lake. The huge lake to the northwest of Abasquati. You've been there twice with your friends. Religious and righteous. Try your luck at fishing. Yeah, like, there really is just this extra effort in the details here that you have to move things, you have to pick things up off of tables. You have to take your quarterstaff. And now we can get out of town. I think, I hope. Start this game proper. Okay, board guard. Oh, we were just looking at a dead body. Went out for a stroll. I needed it badly. Okay, you look like something's troubling you. Not really, I just need some rest. I've been studying for quite a while now. Yeah, well, get some rest then. It's never hurt anyone. I might, yes. I gotta get going again. Goodbye, and have a good day. Have faith, my friends. You enter the Zaime Woods. The road from here to Lake Drow is pretty long, and can be dangerous as well. You recall that when you went fishing, you had to slay quite a lot of creatures, which kind of defeats the purpose of having to go fishing for food. Right before you, the road forks into two different paths. Path north leads to the cottage of Jadadui, the old druid and fairly good friend of yours. Path west leads deeper into the woods. Fine village roads change into a sloppy trail. In the distance you see two boars nosing about. Alright, let's go meet Jadadui. I guess that's them outside, standing next to a chair. He looks very old, mainly because of his long grey beard. He's been peacefully living just out of the village for a very long time. Hello, Rash'tan. What brings you here? Well, it's quite a story. Allow me to explain. Go ahead. Oh, we're actually gonna explain it. Okay, well, here's your plot summary so far. We found a dead body. It was a dark elf that had an amulet. Amulet mentions the Underdark entrance by Lake Drow. And this guy is like, hey, dummy, that ain't good. Body in the woods is a bad sign. You are planning to go to Lake Drow. I'd be very careful. Have you got your rations? Foolish adventurer. Don't worry, this old man is gonna brew us a potion. We'll put down you don't need food or drink for several days. That seems helpful. Okay. 3 leaves of the willow of the drowned soul. Piece of lavender from my herb field. 5 blackberries. Some honey and riverweed. Bring me the ingredients and I'll prepare it for you, my friend. Oh yeah, don't forget to give me an empty flask. I ran out of those. Good luck, and see you later. This theme is just gonna keep on going. Oh, I'm just getting destroyed by a boar. There we go. So this is one of those games where you're attacking in melee, and the enemies change characters, and they're safe to attack with one character and will hurt you with the other. And there's no real indication of which is which, and these ones are flickering between characters fast enough that good luck timing it. Now let's get some herbs. It's Jertei, assistants of Jadadui. These names are really good. I forgot how good they all are. Alright, we're getting some herbs for Jadadui. He needs a lot of them now. He's preparing a special salve for his ill sister. Ah, well, I won't lose you then. Sorry, my boyfriend keeps laughing at all these names. We've acquired the lavender. We gotta get some other stuff though, unfortunately. Boy, no promises that we'll actually, go into a dungeon. Here you see the bridge over the small river. This Stewie. A lone willow stands near to it. Some decades ago. Ooh. This gets intense. Ah, okay. That's morbid. Okay, got the leaves. Probably a better strategy to just not fight anything. I say as I get through this narrow choke point in which I'm gonna have to fight stuff. What are these guys? Those aren't boars. Oh, they're dire wolves. Let's just not deal with that. The last time I played this game was probably like a decade ago now, honestly. Okay, 5 delicious blackberries. And that was in the DOSBox era, and the laggy controls really made this game difficult. And I was hoping it would be a little easier now, but maybe not. Okay, in front of you, you see a small bridge. Very thick bushes which are growing over the path are blocking your way. You can't pass them, but could cut through them. The path and the bridge look like nobody has set foot on them for years. Strange. This isn't like far, and this looks like a cool place. Don't I have a sickle? Okay, I just have to find the exact spot. Foliage doesn't seem so dense here. If only you had something to cut it with. Yeah, this is a great board. You enter the ancient sacrifice circle of the Elves. Hundreds of years ago, the Elves sacrificed sick and weak Elves to the spirits of the woodlands. For 250 years, the circle hasn't been used anymore. This is clearly visible. The menhirs and the sacrifice table itself have been overgrown by vines. We have moved beyond elven sacrifice. No longer is this a place of honor. No descriptions, though, for anything actually in here. Other than, okay, the sacrifice table, oof. You reach for the sacrifice table and touch the stone cold... The stone cold stone! I suppose. It's an eerie thought that a few centuries ago your kinsmen sacrificed your own people here. A lot of blood must have been shed here. Luckily, we've grown wiser now. Sacrifices can be done in other ways, too. You shiver and withdraw your hands from the table. I love the stone cold stone, that's very good. What? Were there any other ingredients? We have the berries, the lavender. Here's some dire... Well, now it's explaining that they're dire wolves, but by this point we would have either been attacked or killed several of them. Feasting upon a deer. Let's, leave them be, actually. They're jerks, but... You know, they haven't found out other ways to do their sacrifices. Okay, a beehive. That'll be something, I'm sure. How are we gonna... Can we just reach this? That would be unlikely. Okay. We just gotta shake the tree to get the beehive down. Every Animal Crossing player is shuddering right now. Shake the tree, shake the tree! Alright. Oh no! The bees! They're very chaotic. They're scarier than the wolves. Alright, what do we get for this? The honey, that's right. Okay, you wrap the honey in a big leaf. Oh, I went to like adjust a window and forgot to pause first. This dead end of the path ends up at a small pond. The pond seems to be gradually becoming dry land. A lone boar is quenching its thirst. It's even got a reflection in the water. Like, look at this. Some air bubbles. Strange sort of riverweed, sure. Can't reach it. Are we gonna have to do something silly here? Alright, I was hoping we were gonna, like, push the boar into the lake, not just attack it in cold blood. Stone cold blood. So we're not done yet. Sorry, boar. Rules of nature and all that. Oh, there's a very hidden exclamation point here. I almost missed. Okay, a healing potion. That sounds good. Always drink strange liquids you find in the woods. Yeah. I don't know what that word was supposed to be, and I really didn't want to say hummus. Okay, we need the oddly shaped branch. And use branch to get the weed. Okay, we have 9 flags set. We're running out of room. Sickle, flask, potion quest, lavender, leaves, blackberry, honey, branch, weed. We got the weed. I think that's everything. I hope that's everything. I'm gonna head back. Actually, in hindsight, I see why people don't go to the old sacrifice place anymore, because there's quite a lot of wolves in the way. Oh, can I actually cut through here? Oh, nice. Secret shortcut in the woods for the observant. I hope this guy heals my wounds, too. Alright, Potion of Sustenance. Thank you, Jadadui. Here you are. I wish you the best of luck on your way to Lake Traka. Now the game can really begin. We seem to have kept the branch. Potion of Sustenance, so now I don't need to eat or drink anything for several days. So that should be useful. Fortunately, he doesn't have anything to deal with the wolves. Curious if I can get some more blackberries. Oh boy. See why the drow live underground. Yeah, see, it's a realistic game. What about eating? What about sleeping? attacking them. I'm almost certainly going to be cheating for health. Kind of accepting it already. Okay. You can clearly hear the streaming water of the river ending up in Lake Traka. Indeed, it has been a while since you were here for the last time. The lake is huge and its water is muddy. There's a small bridge over the river, just before the river mouth. A hungry direwolf is walking along the lake's shore. Not any different from any of the others. Doesn't seem that way. Okay, here's Elijah's cottages. It's probably been a while since somebody has been here. Cottages are empty, and there's no doubt they are covered in dust. A lone small boat is moored next to the pier. What is this rockin' music? This is the most kick-ass lake theme I've ever heard. Enter the cottage that somebody probably forgot to lock when he or she left. There seems to be a lot of dust covering the place. Let's clean it up a bit, and ooh, a torch. Under the cobwebs, thank goodness. Was that one of yours, Will? Did you make the Slappin' Lake theme? Actually, can we go out on the boat or do anything with that? Nope, it's just a decorative vote. Listen, sometimes one torch is all you need. In the near distance, you can see the mangrove forest. There's a passage to the Underdark over here somewhere. It must be on the other side of the lake, since there's nothing on this side. This means you'll have to cross the mangrove. It's doable, but your robe will be wet. However, the sun is shining, so it'll dry up rather quickly. Moreover, your robe will protect you from nasty insects and leeches that may, or might, be in the mangrove. It is one hell of a paragraph, actually. These boars can hang out by that tree. I do love this little, like, wetland area. There's a lot of ZZT swamps, but rarely do they feel this, like, wet. You've never been here. Elijah probably hasn't ventured in here either. Blood toads and phalachi snakes roam here, as he once read in an encyclopedia. As one does. Alright, well, I want to beat up the phalachi snakes. Yes, I was also just about to bring up the Walla Walla shit snake. This blood toad is burping on me. That's a fun way to figure out who did what music. You come upon a place which looks rather strange. Various rocks lay scattered in front of the mountainside. In the distance, the forest grows denser again, thus blocking your further passage. Hydra it is. Good job, Hydra. Alright, time to test your ZZT knowledge and see if you can figure out where the secret passage is. That's right. You can see this one solid tile straight above me here. And it's gotta be, yes, because that's gotta be the passage. So it's gotta be around here. And sure enough, 10 spines and a sickle. There we go, just like that. A vague inscription has been carved into the wall here. It looks very old. And nobody has probably ever noticed it because of the vines overgrowing it. Remember some of the runes. They were in your rune book. Could this mean anything? You do realize that if this is it, you will need at least something to eat before you go in. Okay, the game doesn't let you, like, go in and starve to death. There's no way to know what to expect down there. To the passage to continue. Runes puzzle. Welcome to the runes puzzle. This puzzle works as follows. It's a sliding puzzle. Happy Halloween! Everybody's favorite puzzle type. But it's not just any sliding puzzle. It's a slow one that you can break. And it's also one where instead of just solve the numbers, you also have to figure out the sentences that it's trying to arrange here. Fortunately, I wasn't stupid, and I did this morning, and I have the solution, so I don't have to spend an hour here. Let's see here. It's a very cool engine, honestly. Y'all can work on figuring out the sentences. No, it's just the normal thing. The top right, where I have it right now, is a fake, and that's basically where things shift around. Sorry, I kind of glossed over that in the instructions. It mentions that that's the blank tile, as it were. But this should be our solution. So it translates to a descent into darkness awaits. Silence lures one dangerously. And then we process our results by shooting. There we are. A trembling noise arises, and a part of the mountainside starts to open. You can clearly see a passage opening up now. This must be it. Yeah, it's kind of a clunky sentence. Like, thank goodness they were polite enough to actually capitalize the first words and add periods, so that kind of gives you hints at what you should be getting at. Because that was not my initial thought. Silence lures one dangerously is not how people talk. Also, if you pick a wrong solution, you just like get shot with arrows and die. So, don't. Yeah, that's another thing. These are both two non-native English speakers. And just for future reference, there we go in the chat. That's the solution. Now, the game really begins! You come upon a small cave with rubble all across the floor. A few extinguished torches hang on the wall. This must be it. There must be a passage to the Underdark here somewhere. Your heart starts beating at a faster pace. If this is it, you may be one big step closer to unveiling the mystery of the mysterious figure mentioned in drow history. If the Underdark is really close, there must be dark elves here somewhere. You realize it's dangerous. This isn't a game. Reluctantly, you look over your shoulder, outside of the small cave. The songs of the birds, the tranquil sound of the water, the wind breezing through the leaves. You firmly grab hold of your staff and decide to go on. This may be where you've been studying for all those years. I would like to take these torches, actually. Well, that ain't good. Only way out is forward, I guess. Stairways descending into darkness. The Underdark must be here. You gaze into the blackness below and grab your potion of sustenance. Quickly you gulp down the liquid. The time has come, Rash'tan. this is the end of File 1. Please load Deceiving Guidance 2.ZZT and continue the game. The password is EKCOJM. That's File 1. All that is just the setup. Is the theme music different on the second file? Anyway, now the game can really begin. Oh, we gotta enter this password one at a time? Never mind, hang on. E, K, C, O, J, N. Now the game can really begin. So this must be it, the Underdark. For so long you've wondered how it actually looks, the living place of the Dark Elves, and now you're finally on the verge of getting answers. From down the stairs, caves stretch off in all directions. You shiver as you hear some high shrieks on the far distance. It is pitch black down here, though, so you'd better find a torch or something like that first. Hey, it got rid of my one torch, what the heck? What kind of password system is this? Power to this game for not being afraid to do this. Whoa! I'm being attacked by giant ants in the darkness. So as much as I do love this game, it's pretty difficult. The fact that the torches are objects, so you can't see them in the dark, ain't gonna help either. And also expect like 90% of the game to be dark from this point. Sorry, everybody who wanted to like look at things. You don't really get to. Which is why I put off playing this for so long, but I want to play it, so there. In the middle of this cave stands an old chest covered with a thick layer of dust. You easily break the old worn lock and open the chest. Inside are 40 unused torches. Never mind. Problem solved. Interesting. So the themes are a little screwed up. As you enter this small cave, an extremely moist air surrounds you. Not surprisingly, mushrooms and other fungi grow all about the cave. Oh, it's alive and it's acidic. And let's just take this key and run. Large stone doors blocking your way here. It seems tough. You probably won't be able to open it without the key. From beyond the door, you hear more of those shrieks you heard before, but a lot louder now. This doesn't look like a golden key kind of door, but why not? I guess it is. Shrieks of giant ants, I suppose. I'm just like dying. A honey-like fluid appears in the cave wall here. More fungi. This vertical circle. I love that it's kind of divided up nicely. There's little descriptions for each area. It's not just like empty tunnels with monsters sprinkled about. Small stream. Too small to be called a river. Rubble, okay. Aha! After you clear the rubble away, proceed, you see something which surprises you a lot. Before you, you see a small furnished room, complete with a bed and table in it. You wonder who made this. Oh, probably that guy. Well, let's look at him before we read his diary. A skeleton is lying on the bed. On closer look, you notice that it is clutching a scroll in its hands. Take it and read it. Take the scroll out of the skeleton's hands and examine it. The skeleton must have been a mage too, since this is a scroll of magic bolt. Describe the spell from the scroll into your trusty spellbook. You are now able to cast this spell too. To shoot a bolt, hold the shift key and press the direction. Thank goodness. Ah, okay, and we got a dynamic magic system. It's kind of just like cycling our ammo. There's stuff going down here too. I don't know where all those noises are coming from. Read this diary. June 17th. Oh, a couple months off. Today I finally escaped those dreadful dark elves. One of the guards of my cell fell asleep, and using a small piece of rope I found, I managed to steal his key. Of course, I tried to go outside as soon as possible, but I failed to find the exit. Tomorrow I will search again, for right now I'm so tired I'm going to take a nap in this cavern here. June 18th. Today I found the stairway just north of this cavern. It was hidden among some debris, which I had to clear away, as I hoped I found the exit up there, but bad luck came over me. The exit was sealed somehow, and I wasn't able to open it. I'm going to try to find another way out. June 25th. It's of no use. I searched through all these caverns, but there's no other way out. Those dark elves must know how to open the exit upstairs, but I'm afraid I'm stuck here. I'll just have to use this cave as a home. Luckily, I found some stones on one of the lower levels, which I can use to build a wall around this cave to support the ceiling. I also found some other things, which I can use to make some furniture. That's good. On this level, I also found a small underground stream, and something which looked like a small storage, so I won't die of thirst and hunger now that the rations I stole from my prison are starting to run out. February 25th. Oh man. Good job keeping track of days that long. It's been almost 2 years since I wrote something in this diary, and it'll probably be the last time. My health is decreasing rapidly now. To live down here for 2 years. The moist and damp air isn't doing any good. If anybody ever reads this, please tell my wife Flaera that I love her. The diary ends here. You pity the poor elf. Well, I'm different. I'm getting out of here eventually. Okay. But now that I have magic, that's gonna make this go a lot better. Okay, this is exactly where I started, but now I have torches and a small chance of my spells failing to cast, actually. As long as I keep them a distance. Ugh. You can't zap your way if there's no board connections. You'll never escape. We are limited to one shot on the screen at a time. So missing can be pretty bad. What are these? This looks to be some kind of a nest. Slimy looking and huge cocoons are everywhere. You see bones and blood on the floor. The whole site is rather creepy. Sure, let's just stab a cocoon with a staff. I feel like these are going to turn into centipedes or something if I don't do this. This is making a mess of this ecosystem, though. Okay, that did nothing. Am I supposed to, like, look at them again, maybe? Nope. Okay, I need another key. Where have we not been yet? And these caverns are like pretty big. They're divided up into floors. This was the dude's house. Yeah, there's just a whole nother board here, which I've been to apparently. Okay. Door. Small storage. Barrels are lined up against the cave wall. They all have lids on them except for one, which is half full of food rations. Rotten rations. Nothing but decoration. Yeah, they are pretty duplicator sounding. Oh, there's something here. Okay, it's just something to pen the ants in. This was a fungus room. Oh, okay. In front of you, you notice something which you don't like seeing at all. Cave ceiling seems to have caved in here. An unlucky person must have been crushed under it, since you see the bones of a hand sticking out of the rubble. Inside the hand, you see something shiny, however. Want to take a closer look? Sure. On taking a closer look, you see that the shining thing was a silver key. That's fortunate. A spooky ZZT hand. Okay, so over the stream, through the house. Right back where we started. I think it was over here. Having to navigate by torchlight does a really good job of making these mazes even more mazy. Okay. A new place. Suddenly you notice a giant spider falling out of a huge cobweb. Got him. 1 health, that's all I need. No, I'm just not even gonna try. You have to play this game at a very slow and measured pace to get through this one without cheating. I think maybe at some point you get like better magic, which lets you shoot more safely more often. You know, there's a lot of stalactites in this part of the caves. Somehow they don't really look like ordinary stalactites. That's... okay, sure. That counts as a hit, if you want. At least it's not an instant kill. Hello. What is this? In this niche stands a figure of some cloaked, mysterious humanoid. Looking at it more closely, you see that there's no way this is a dark elf. The face looks familiar. It looks to be a wood elf, but you can't quite figure out who it is. Decide to take the figurine with you. Cool doll. Well, it's always promising to see a passage. In front of you, you see a large stone stairway go down. It looks ancient, and some of the steps are half broken off. The entire site gives you the feeling that nobody has tread this place for a long, long time. Underdark 2. How long is this, anyways? Okay. 30 boards. Torch. These bones look old. They don't seem to be from any humanoid you've heard of. They don't resemble the bone structure of a humanoid at all. Okay. Redwood torch. Dark red. Small plant. Sure. Let's chew it. I mean, cutting it off is sure, but... Okay. Excuse me. Clean the dirt off the little plant and carefully chew on it. Stasis is fairly good, and you decide to eat it entirely. Feeling of relaxation flows through your veins. Thank goodness for this magical herb. Fresh blood. Shattered skull pierced with a pin. Oh. I love how you can't really tell what anything is necessarily. Like, tracks, a cage, a grate. It's a big grate made of steel. You cautiously take a peek. There seem to be shiny objects lurking down there in the darkness. You're curious and try to open the grate. You grasp the cold steel, you hear a loud shriek from below. In a second, a chill runs through your spine, and you back off from the grate. It's a pretty good grate. Just there to freak you out. Stumble upon a small lair with heaps of straw on the ground. An awful stench is coming from this place, and several bones have been scattered around here. It's a pickaxe, sure. Oh, it's a dead goblin. All covered in blood lies a beheaded goblin. It seems like he was stabbed in the stomach and bludgeoned with a spiked club or something to that effect. For a moment, you want to forget this cruel underground world as you start to focus your mind on the relatively peaceful Abasquatty. Log of wood. You look inside the soup pot and notice a severed goblin head inside. You shiver. The poor fellow's eyes are staring at you as if begging for help. And some mushrooms. Somebody's eating good tonight. Uh-oh. Bugbears. Bugbear leaders. The inconsistent firing makes us very frantic, actually. Please, no, don't fire in that direction. Large bone, seemingly a thigh bone. Seems somebody scribbled something on the wall here. You are unfamiliar with the language. A sloppy painting on the wall of a huge bugbear feasting upon a poor human-like being. Other bugbears are looking at the huge one. 'Tis a gloomy place indeed. They were hugging. Another torch. This part seems more linear, which is kind of good. Well, there's our next exit. More blood. Shackles on the wall. Who, or whatever was shackled here, it's gone. And blood was spilled, so it seems, since there's a path of dirt and blood leading towards the stairway. What is going on here? Okay. Dead torch. More figurines for my figurine collection. This figurine obviously looks like a tall drow female. Her grimace looks harsh, and she's holding chains in her hands, and there's a whip attached to her belt. There's a sign of Yul Artharax, the goddess of sacrifice and enslavement, on her cloak. You clearly recognize it from one of the drow mythology books. Take it with us. Okay, well, at least that's a good torch. The deeper you are going into the vile underground, the Underdark, the stone walls seem to become brighter. The trail of dirt and blood is leading on. Whoever or whatever came past here, it lost a lot of blood. It seems to be somewhat fresh as well. Strange vibration goes throughout your body. What have you gotten yourself into, Rash'tan? And can you get yourself out of it? Carvings in the stone wall over here. The carvings seem like claw marks. Okay, we're getting some split paths though this time. Good torches. Ooh, boar rat! Oh no! Hang on. You can't name something boar rat these days. That's a dangerous pun to work with. Healing potion. Yes. No! Suck weak. Ah. Your heart stops beating when you see what the path of blood and dirt has led you to. You clearly recognize a dark elf standing in front of some sort of stone altar. Blood covers the whole thing, and the victim seems to be struggling for his life. For some reason, though, he isn't making any noise. Paralyzed by fear, anger, and curiosity, you stand still, not being able to move or think clear thoughts. The dark elf turns around. He raises his head and stares at you. It takes a lot to actually realize that you're not dreaming. You're not dreaming, Rash'tan. You blink, and the next thing you see is the dark elf grabbing his sacrificial dagger. Okay, not as scary as the boar rat. Okay, it's the second time in your life you've seen a real dark elf. A dead one, too. You must definitely be on the right track. Something is going on down here. On closer examination of the dark elf, you notice a small figurine attached to his belt. You grab the figurine and shiver in sheer fright. This is not just a figurine. It's Loth, the drow queen. Spider/dark elf hybrid. You put the figurine in your pouch and leave the dead dark elf and his cursed and bloody sacrificial dagger be. How you doing here? A human, covered in cuts and bruises, is coughing up blood and spazzing about on the stone altar. One of his eyes seems to be cut out. Try to get his attention. Calm down, he's gone. Don't worry, I'll help you, man. They are sacrificing living beings. It is that man who seems to be the leader. What, man? What's going on? Oh, damn, you should really save your energy. Don't talk now. I'll take care of your wounds. I'm Raphaelis. Remember my name. And bring the news to my family. If you get out of here. Don't think like that. Let me help you, Raphaelis. Raphaelis looks at you, and a last smile appears on his grim face. A smile of hope, maybe? The man died. You're into a deep mystery. Who's this leader he was talking about? You must continue. There's no way you can stop now. You kiss Raphaelis' forehead and turn around. Farewell, sir. Oof, well, there's his eyeball. Cool, I actually did soft lock. We can't get through here. I have to actually zap my way through. Be very careful where you kill the Dark Elves. For suring cave centipedes. Ah, I was too slow. Death by centipede. Let's try the other direction then. Oh, well, okay. That makes that easy. Okay, okay. Sorry. Remains of a giant ant. Okay. Ooh, this is something. How do we get over there? Oh. Some sort of small pipe-like system seems to be beyond it. Foul stench comes from it. And what's the blood doing here? You shiver in sheer fright. The blood hole. There's a hole in the wall which resembles the shape of a hand. Oh. Hang on. I'm now worried that I'm supposed to see that and then go back and, like, cut that Dark Elf's hand off, but I kind of erased him from existence. So I hope it's whatever's on the other side of this that I actually need. Or else I'm in trouble. This was that. Should've just no-clipped. We started. Oh, okay. Did I go this way at all? Nope. Mold, okay. Not what I thought something bright yellow was going to be, but sure. Disgusting sight! The Bora has been ripped open and been eaten from. It's still twitching. There's a hole in the wall here. There's another terrifying blood pipe. Here's some faint sounds from beyond. Footsteps? Voices? You're not really able to identify them. Spooky, scary hole. Secret button. That probably opened that weird door. We're also not too far off from, like, running out of torches. Gotta try and conserve them a bit. I think this is the sacrifice room? No, okay, this is actually where I want it to be. Yes. There appear to be 3 circles of glowing dust on the floor in this small room. Sure. I don't know what they mean or do. Okay. I don't have any clues for this. Blue, cyan, and white. Well, sure, wood elf. Sudden flash blinds you. When you reopen your eyes, you notice that the figurine is surrounded by a beautiful white flame that casts rays of light to the other circles. I wonder if the order just doesn't even matter. All Althrax. Sure. I mean, these are like generic messages after. It doesn't say what figurine. Good. I mean, or did I just luck out and do it right? The 3 figurines placed in the circles of dust create a mystical triangle of dancing colored flames. In the middle of the triangle, an artifact appears. A hand made of stone. Okay, we're safe. It seems to be a hand of a humanoid. Tender, yet tough. Same. It's a strange artifact indeed. You pick it up. Wow, I couldn't have done that any better. Stone cold stone hands. Place the stone hand into the hand-shaped hole. It fits perfectly. The gate above seems to be opening with a loud noise. You hope nobody heard it, but then again, is there something you can be sure of down here? What could be behind this gate? It has to be something special, something important maybe. If not, why would it be locked this way? Oh wow, does it actually matter? What are you supposed to go on, though? Like, literally the best I could come up with was, like, Wood Elves are the good guys, as it were, so they can get the pure white circle, but blue and cyan give me nothing. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just very good at placing figurines. Ooh. Feral Wolverine! Got him! This is a well track. Oop. That must have been it. You have once read that feral wolverines have a very flexible endoskeleton, and they are able to squeeze themselves through really narrow spaces. Maybe the feral wolverine, the foul beast, used these holes to quickly move around these caves and catch its prey. But who made these holes and pipes? Or did the beast burrow them all by himself? They seem so smooth. I love this feral wolverine lore. Ooh, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere. That's Herc. Yeah, as soon as, like, I said your name, then it kind of, like, shifted. I'm like, oh no, that was kind of a sourish note. But I can't back down then, or I'll look twice as foolish. As soon as you walk down the stairs, you notice that the hallways on this level are looking very different from those on the levels above. The walls here aren't cave walls, but proper-looking walls, carved out of dark red bloodstone mixed with a black onyx. A sudden shiver embraces you. You are truly bearding the lion in his den now. I have not heard that expression in my life. But we're out of the caves and into the society. Oop. Scorched hole. Careful. That's a fun kind of trap, though. Strange and uncanny voice booms through the hallway. Alt, what are you doing here? You turn around, you see that it's coming from the large ice bear-like creature. This must be the dreaded Quaggoth species, of which some have been said that they are able to speak common. So the drow are just cool with these, like, ice bears? South of you see a small stairway heading down. Man, okay, legit, is it a good thing that they told me? Because this blends into the walls way too much for me to... I would have very likely just, like, walked right past that. Suddenly, your heart skips a beat. Just north of you, you see a small dark elf patrol marching down the hallway towards you. The time for escape has already passed, since you notice they have already seen you. Oh boy. They just want me to be quiet. Okay, now these bodies I was able to clear away. As soon as you enter the room, a nauseating stench starts to penetrate the room. A skeleton lies here. It's holding its hands against a gas? Was that supposed to be against or against? Clutched around its neck, as if it wanted to stop the air going through. Oh, that's bad, actually. I'm kind of dying here. Okay, well, I just pressed the stop poison gas button, and now I'm fine. What was the point of that? That's just a mean room. I think I'm gonna commit to doing this in one sitting. It's gonna be a bit longer, but a magic mouth is carved into the wall here. It speaks. Sticks of wood are what I need. The sticks of wood are all on which I feed. Give me 3 of them to fulfill my greed. Give me 3 of them, and you'll succeed. Thank you, magic mouth. If only I still had my branch. Okay. More magic mouths. My father was hit by a sphere of fire. The lightning was my brother's one desire. But the thing out of which I get my jolt is a fast and simple magic bolt. Sure. One of these is going to be a blood sacrifice, isn't it? Equipment for battles is what I want. Items to hack and slash will... That's a Dutch accent there. Equipment for battles is what I want. Items to hack and slash will end my rent. The taste of battles I really need, so a weapon is what you must feed. I don't have a weapon. I mean, I do, but I guess it won't let me get rid of it. Underwater, it was where I fell in love. There's so much sweeter. There it is so much sweeter than above. So give me the item of the fishy fiends. Give me the idol and I will make amends. Some powerful rhyming. Okay. Well, let's just... Oh no! Listen to my brother's wish. Give them what they desire, their dish. Their song they will let you hear. Let them all sing and I will disappear. Okay, so I need a weapon and some kind of figurine. Wasn't that supposed to be like a dark elf patrol? Surely they would have had a weapon on them. Okay, good. Ooh. Darn. Another spellbook. A lone standard stands in the middle of the room. On top of it lies a very thick and old book. Browse the book quickly until you notice something interesting. Page 93 reads, on the very night, their souls will moan and cry, beg for mercy. Mercy they will get none. This sacred act, plotted by Loth herself, will be conducted with all of our dedication, and a feast it will be. A joyous act of sacrifice. Blood of our kindred from the woodlands will be spilled, and we will drink it from the brass cup. Their bodies shall be handed to the gods in an inferno of flames. Oh, such a joyous act of foulness we have not experienced in decades. During full moon on the 20th of the 4th quarter, it will happen, and celebrate we shall. The breeding pit Obsquati will be ceremonially sacrificed, and of the highest pleasure it will be. The hour of darkness will arrive. So, thank you for sticking around. I hope you catch the end of this, because the ending to this is a lot of fun. Very good presentation, at least. Stunned in terror, you cringe. To read such a horrible thing about your own village. It's confusing, it's horrible, and it was unexpected. Upon wanting to close the book, you notice a small silver key hidden inside of it. You decide to take it with you. Anything else in here? Door I can't open. Okay. Starting to get low on torches. Starting to get high on scorches. Ah, okay. Well, one of these will do it. Brass key. Friends? As soon as you open the door, you see a small room. The table stands in the middle, and 4 dark elves are sitting around it. This must be a guard's room, you think to yourself. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, hopefully that shuffles them around a bit. Yeah. That takes a lot of shots. Okay, it is health time. I am very low on resources. In the second room, wooden beds are placed against the wall. 2 dark elves who were sleeping have woken up and are coming your way. 2 other dark elves are still sleeping. Slay the dark elf, you notice that a small stone key has fallen from his pocket. I don't know why we would do this, but sure. Well... Uh-oh, I overshot. I zapped too many shots, and now I can't clear the body. Or I guess it locks it. No. Why can't I clear away the body? I think that's just a legit bug with this one, maybe. Well, I hope you didn't have anything important. Now I'm worried that they're gonna have some keys or something. Okay, voltage from the inside. Very low on torches. Torches. Potions. Doors. Keep going this way. Well, none of these torches should be bad. Like, people live here. Stairs. Give me torch. Awesome mold. Uh-oh. Seems you triggered some hidden trap, since you see a huge blob of slime coming from the north. You better make sure you don't touch it, since it doesn't look too healthy. It says slime putter. Oh no! Oh boy. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Silver key. One key. Still need a key. Now I gotta turn around. Yes, I am, sorry. Dang, I was reading this glorious dialogue, too. The Kuotoya, an ancient race of half-fish, half-men creatures, who are the racial enemies of the Dark Elves. The fact that you share enemies doesn't make them your friends, though. Their hostility towards you is quite evident. Oh, there's a lot of them. I only have like 2 shots. So I noticed one thing about the shooting system. Okay, now I have 3. I think it can kind of desync a little, like during board transitions, if you go like back and forth between boards and enter them with different amount of ammo than it expects you to have. Oh, this is my last torch. That's bad. What's... Thick layer of dust is covering this small room. It looks like this room is forgotten. Nobody has been here in a very long time. Play statue. Well... 30. Oh yeah, I guess I changed that cheat. Okay, well, now we're definitely good. Yeah, the racial enemies of the merfolk are the cave elves. Can't eat the moss, which is disappointing. Okay. Can't go into the deep water. What do we got left? This will be for one of the mouths. See ya. Thanks for watching. I don't even know where the mouths were from here. Not that way. To the east? So this is like the start, yeah. I think it's east of here. Also really impressed with that fireball. I don't know if there's just an invisible object prowling the halls or what. But like it's actually shooting an object and not a bullet, which is kind of impressive. What we got here? We got these 2. I still need a weapon. What am I missing here? I got a pickaxe. Did I do anything with that? Okay, yes, I am actually blocked by an object there. Did I miss something on like the previous floor actually? Because it'll let me go back. I don't think so though. Okay, I'm gonna actually real fast do some code lookup. Find that door board with the mouths, and then I will switch the scene. Okay. Magic mouth. That's the fish one. Give it the dagger. Didn't I get a dagger? Where do we get the dagger? In the guard rooms. Okay, it's actually... Oh, have I just not been there? I just haven't been to this area. Okay. Well, that answers that. Literally did not explore this board entirely. Weapon depot. Spear. Dagger. Big dagger. Longbows. Long swords. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to be a magic user, but I'd probably, like, try one of those other weapons versus a quarterstaff. Alright, eat your dagger. Rhyme want and rant. Notice a gaping hole in the middle of the room. So it's not just Chrono Wars. Plaque is attached to the wall here. An inscription is engraved in various languages. It reads, "Faith will save you from the downfall." Fall down the pit. But strangely, you aren't hurt. The pit must have been magical. Ooh, now we're locked down here. Wait, didn't I, like, not open a door? Oh. Never mind. That all adds up now. Okay, and the weird door room. Man, this place is a mess to navigate. It's like... no. West and then south? And that's an invisible object. Okay, so yeah, the torches in this game are definitely pretty tight. Seeing as how I had to cheat to get to 30, and I'm down to like less than 20 here, and I'm still wandering these same halls. You really gotta make them count. Either not be afraid to reload a save, or choose the right direction every single time, or just wander around way too much in the dark. I promise there's not a ton of game left. There's cutscenes and endings and things. We're towards the end. We're close. You walk through the cold hallways, you get caught up in a feeling of emptiness and abandonment. These hallways are so much cleaner compared to the rugged caverns on the higher levels. A tiled floor, smooth walls. But it's all so empty. Cold. Stone cold. Its tidiness makes it empty, and its emptiness makes it fearsome. Like anything could happen all of a sudden. You are unsure of when and how. Damned underground drow vermin! Aye, you're freaking out, Rash'tan! You grab your head and spaz about. Oh my god, I can feel them coming. Oh, well, there's one right now. You get a strange feeling when you look at the wall here. An ornamental eye with beautiful purple colors staring at you. Its gaze is as mysterious as frightening. There's another one on the other side of the hallway. Uncomfortable. You gulp. Flip a switch. Press the button? No. Ruby eye. Okay. More switches. Hello, you're just in time for the last 20 minutes or so. You're exploring the Dark elven halls. Attacking hairy spiders. Got him. And exploring a bit of a labyrinth here. Oh man. Okay. A huge candlestick. Candle's not burning, it just sits there waiting for somebody to begin the end of its life. This is getting depressed. Depressing, that's the word. That's a lot of spiders. So many spiders. On entering the room, you notice 4 benches standing in the middle and a shrine to the right. Strangely, there are no dark elves in here. Nobody. Empty. You decide to take a further look in the small underground temple. Sure, dark blue ball button. Big door opening, that's always good. I like the benches. That's pretty good. Yeah, ZZT's got its share of these dungeon crawlers, and this is definitely one of my favorites. But it's definitely a little bit too tight on resources. Hello, what are these? Oh, thank you for the follow. Fractal cat. A skinny human is chained to the wall. He is sitting down on his knees, mumbling some strange words to himself. You can clearly see his ribcage and other bones. He must have had very little food. The poor diseased soul is too weakened to notice you. Saliva is dripping from his mouth onto the ground. Probably a traveler, and an unfortunate one too. You decide to leave him alone. There's nothing you can do for him. You are unable to think clear thoughts upon seeing a chained dark elf. Her eyes are closed and she's leaning forward, almost toppling over. She opens an eye and speaks. Hiss, back off you. You shouldn't be here. Why? Don't ask questions, fool. Don't you see it? Trini's people own the... Trini, I can't say these names. Yes, allow me to speak now. He came from the upper world, the bastard. He betrayed his own kindred to work for the Durath family. His sheer maliciousness and masterful plans made him respected. He gained control of this area. I live in the village that Belial founded. It's such a damn long story. Don't tell it now. Belial uses your people for sacrifices, and sometimes they use us for it too. I'm under the protection of another drow noble family. I ended up here, got caught by surprise, and they brought me here. That was a week ago, I think. When they find no use for their slaves, they just let them rot in here, or sacrifice them alive. My. By the spirits of the woods, I am stunned. Belial Trini is the mysterious one, the one I am looking for. I spent years and years in search of the founder of my own village without knowing it. There's the twist. Fool! Remember that I am not your friend. Let me give you one piece of advice. Get the hell out of here. They're probably watching us as we speak, following your every step, your every word, your every move. Yes, thanks, whatever your name is. This is completely crazy. Abasquati is doomed, and maybe so are you. You cannot stop now. You're shoulder deep into it, Rash'tan. The only way anything can be done is to find Belial Trini. Weakened Dark Elf lies on the floor, chained up. He doesn't seem to be moving, and he's breathing heavily, probably nearing his end. There's vomit lying in front of him, too. Pile of bones, seemingly of a dwarf or a gnome. This person must have died in here while chained. Slaves are seriously mistreated here, that's for sure. This isn't one of those places that's really nice to their slaves. It all makes sense. Where have I not been? Been here. I'm gonna run out of torches again, aren't I? Try moving as south and west as I can. Oh, whoop. We got a duplicator, so there's something important going down here. Enter a big room with two huge statues of drow to the left and the right. Strange purple and a red light is coming out of the walls. A strange feeling grabs a hold of you, like something isn't right. Love these big statues, though. That's not helpful. What flags do I have here? Elf spoken. Wall gone. Oh, actually, shooting the eyes do anything? Doesn't seem it. Let's try the individual ones, though. Nah. They're just spooky eyes to watch me. Okay, this was the start, right? Wasn't I, like, trapped in here? I had, like, that fall. No, this is just the slime room. Or no, the fall... Okay, yeah, the fall was to get a key, and then that let me get down here. Oh, hello. Okay, this is new. Some torches. Potions. What's this wall, friend? There's a huge painting on the wall here. There's a cloaked man, and his eyes seem to be staring at you. Chill runs through your body, and you take a step back. That face seems familiar. You've seen it before. Yes. Now you remember. It's the face of Belial Triney, one of the founders of your village, Abasquati. And yes, it's also the face of the figurine of the cloaked man that you found in Inish a while ago. Totally confused, you straighten your robe and try to focus by closing your eyes. Belial mysteriously disappeared from Abasquati 341 years ago. Nobody knew where he went. Villagers made a statue to honor him, and everything seemed to be perfectly normal again. Then you found out about a mysterious figure in the books. You studied drow history for years and years, and then the day of the dead drow in the forest came, and you ended up in the Underdark, after finding the secret entrance. Belial Triney has been depicted down here and is wearing a dark cloak with mystical signs and mosaics. He looks to be one of them. Why did they make a figurine of him and a painting and who knows what more? Drow wouldn't do that out of fear or hate now, would they? He must be somebody of importance to them. This is just crazy. This is all dialogue that assumes we did not talk to the slave. But there's more to this. What about that leader commanding the drow to make living sacrifices that Raphaelis was talking about before he passed away? And that book which contained pieces of text about Abasquati serving as a breeding pit for sacrifices. The mere thought of it is horrible, gruesome, and fear-inducing. Pieces seem to be falling into their places, but I'm not quite sure yet. My village is doomed. I am in the middle of a dark and cursed place looking for someone that may or may not be the founder of my own peaceful village, and there's no way this can be undone. I am living a nightmare. You open your eyes and pinch your skin. Indeed, this is reality. Did that give me a flag? No. What am I missing at this point? Where's Slave Pal? Where was that statue room? There we go. Okay, I do have a flag, I guess. All of a sudden, or no. Yes. No, okay, this is new. You feel overwhelmed by fear and you stand still, as if paralyzed. A shadow approaches. There we go. Love this artboard. Good torch. Good hand. A torch in your hand and fear overwhelming you. You can clearly see a humanoid-shaped shadow by your torchlight. Uneasily, you start looking around, but strangely, you can't see anyone. There's just a shadow. Suddenly, you hear a voice coming from all sides. Well there, Rash'tan. So you found it all out, eh? Who is this? Now don't act like you don't know, Rash'tan. I know you found out all about it. Belial? Belial Trinity? Is that you? If you say so, that must be me. After all, you found out all about it. Oh, okay, You spent a part of your life trying to find out who this mysterious person was. You spent years and years looking for the founder of your own puny village. How touching, Rash'tan. And so I did. Why? Tell me why you had to do this. Now don't overreact, my dear Rash'tan. I've guided you all the way down here. Wouldn't you thank me? What? You guided me to this dreaded place? You got it, Rash'tan. You got it right. You know too much. Way too much. We don't want people like you. Brown-nosers. But how? Doesn't matter, Rash'tan. Now that you're here, you have left your village behind. Your people, or should I say my people, are helpless, and above all, clueless. They don't know, and you do know. And that's why you're here. No, you bastard. Why sacrifice their innocent souls? Easy now, Rash'tan. Don't get yourself into trouble that you cannot get out of. It's all been set up. No, no, you cannot do this, you pig! Just take me and leave them alone! You don't get it, do you? I need their souls to maintain our bonds with the almighty Loth and the other gods. But surely there should be souls down here in the Underdark. Oh yes, for sure, Rash'tan. We do sacrifice traitors, slaves, and intruders, but it's not enough for me. The gods want more, and I have a bloodlust to quench. Sacrificing what was once a place of my own, a place where I grew up, is an eternal pleasure, and the gods will love me because of it. You totally lose self-control and start looking around quickly in a violent and aggressive way. Where are you, bastard? I'll get you for this. I thought higher of you, Rash'tan, but obviously even I make mistakes. I am not here. What you see is merely a projection of my shadow. I am untouchable. But seriously, Rash'tan, why don't you join forces with me and my family? No, never, never! I'd rather die here than be on your side. As you wish, Rash'tan. Though I could use somebody with mental powers and intellect like you, but you have proven yourself to be a fool, and so be it. What is it that you want from me? If you're going to take me down, do it now. Bring it on. Oh, I won't kill you, Rash'tan. It'd be a shame to see somebody like you pass away down here. I have other business to take care of. I will pay Abasquatty a visit, and I won't be alone. The hour of darkness will be soon, and you cannot stop us, Rash'tan. We will take the souls of your kindred. I bid you a farewell. No, no. Suddenly, everything turns black. This is another beautiful board. You lift an eyelid. Your head feels heavy and dizzy. What happened? You crawl up and notice you feel weakened. You must have been put to sleep. You try to focus and get your thoughts straight and clear again. Your torch is extinguished too. How long have you been sleeping, lying on this cold floor? The hour of darkness. Word booms through your brain. Abasquatty's end is near. Tears run all across your face. You need to get out of here some way, somehow. Maybe you can still reach your village before the drow do, although you doubt it. There must be several exits to the upper world, but it may be a wise idea to go all the way upstairs and try to remove the debris that is blocking the exit above. You get up, and it doesn't go without pain. Your entire body is feeling sore and tired, and you totter forward. You walked and crawled all the way to the upper world again, where you found the entrance to be no longer sealed. Maybe the drow used it to go to the upper world again too. You are getting weaker and weaker, and all you can do now is crawl and try to reach Abasquatty. While crawling on the road to Abasquatty in the Zaime woods, you see a shadow on the road in front of you. You look up and see a cloaked wood elf with a familiar face. Exhausted, you lift your hand, begging for help from the cloaked wood elf. The wood elf stares at you in a strange way. You now notice he has a sword in his right hand and strange marks on his cloak. Cloaked one smiles and raises his sword. Immediately, you recognize the face of the wood elf. Valhalla. Valhalla's sword raises higher and higher. Many a thought and many a memory rush through your head. It must be the night. The hour of darkness has arrived. Your last breath, you cry to the spirits of the woodlands, and you can still see Valhalla thrusting his sword. And full moon it is. Deep silence makes the forest a barren wasteland. A lone wolf cries in the distance. It has happened. The end. There's our music credits. Thank you for supporting the game, Will. Now sit back in your chair and close your eyes. Listen to Will's amazing ending theme. And that's Deceiving Guidance. I love that ending so much. Like, they do such a good job. The ending alone is really what makes this game worth it more than anything else. But it's a very fun dungeon crawler that's could use a handful of spare torches, I think, and some more healing potions. But it's a lot of fun to go through and just delve deeper into things and realize that you're in deep shit as well. Well, that one went on a bit long. We're clocking in at just under 2 hours right now, so I'm gonna jump to our credits and thank you all for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed this game. It's really one of my favorites. It's a very good dungeon crawler. I just love what they did with the end. They did such a good job with the presentation on it. They really make it very heavy hitting. And you get some fun little clues throughout if you're paying attention to the fact that it mentions your village founder on the statue that he vanished years ago, and just the strangely familiar face when you start finding a figurine of him and stuff. It's a cool game. I think it's definitely one of the better games of the era, honestly. And surprisingly, I think awards were still going then. It didn't win any like community awards that are still recorded, at least. It's got some very positive reviews for good reason. One of which is even titled "It Makes Me Want to Be a Dwarf," which is very funny. But yeah, no alternate endings. That's it. Everybody died. You couldn't save anyone. Oh, yeah, okay, that would track, actually. Was that not the voting era? Or did they, like, abandon the vote? That's right, they abandoned voting because people were irony voting a bit too much. So yeah, Herc and Hydra politely withdrew their own game from consideration for obvious reasons then. But it's definitely one I'd recommend people try out for themselves. Turn off the lights and just explore the Underdark and see if you can make it. That's going to be it for today, though. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back Friday with something. I don't know what. The writing is definitely a bit goofier in other places than I remembered, especially the very fun character names. And I feel like our Discord will be talking about the Stone Cold Stone for quite a while. It's got a large boulder the size of a small boulder energy. I think that's going to do it. I'm going to cut off this recording because, oh man, it's going on for far too long at this point. I hope to see y'all again next stream. We'll be back Friday at 6 Pacific. See yas.